Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Ocho, the Chiefs beat the Lions 30-17 after the game. Cameras caught Brian Branch refusing to shake Patrick Mahomes' hand and then shoved Juju in the face.
Yeah.
To start a brawl. Patrick Mahomes threw for 257 yards, 3 touchdowns, ran for another score. Hollywood Brown had his best game as a Chief, 2 touchdowns, looked more like Mahomes of old. The Chiefs' offense is starting to get back into gear and starting to look like the Chiefs' offense that we're used to seeing. When Patrick Mahomes basically started in, 2018, 2019, ran that thing all the way until like 23, this is the offense that we expected to see. 22 of 30, 257, 3 touchdowns. They ran the ball 29 times for 112 yards. Really good. No turnovers. A clean game from my homeboy. Ocho, looking at, we'll get into Detroit, talk about them in a minute. What did you like about what you saw from Kansas City?
I mean, the fact that we seen the early Chiefs that we all used to love. We seen the Chiefs that scored damn near 28, 30 points a game. You had receivers, it was by committee. You never knew who night it was going to be. So obviously now when you play the Chiefs and you're going in and you're studying, you're going from game to game, you don't know whose night it's going to be. Tonight it was Hollywood Brown. Last week it might have been Juju. It might have been Tyquan Thornton. You know, so the fact that they're also being able to establish the run, to balance the offense out, to keep everything honest, especially defense, because you don't know what's coming. That's the great thing for the Chiefs. And the fact that Patrick Mahomes is playing so well, he played a clean game as well, playing a clean game and then being able to play defense on the back end consistently against a great offense, a great creative offense that, again, I'm sure that Dan Campbell is responsible for. It is a really good game. Obviously, the Chiefs' defense and offense has been up and down, which is something, has been some slippage, something that we talked about early in the season, and where we thought they really weren't going to be the same, especially coming out the gate 0-2. And look, we in week 6, huh? We in week 6.
Yeah, week 6.
How the hell everything looked completely different than the conversations we had just
in the first previous week.
In the first previous week. So, I mean, what they've been able to do in such a short amount of time and changing everything around to everybody dropping balls, or they not playing defense like they used to, or we talking about Chris Jones not hustling, not having effort, you know, on certain plays, to looking like they did tonight is an unbelievable thing.
I think the thing is, Ocho, is that, like you said, each week is a different receiver. Tonight, they really didn't use a whole lot of Tyquan Thornton. I didn't really see him on the field a whole lot, Ocho. Tonight, it was all about Juju. Travis Kelce had his best game receiving of the year. Hollywood Brown, we mentioned Hollywood. Xavier Worthy doing Xavier Worthy, but he didn't get a whole lot of opportunities. I think if you go back and look at what they've done the past 2 weeks, is that they've started off throwing the football in order to run the football. No, and they stayed in front of the sticks. This offense is predicated, as long as we can stay in third and short, third and manageable, Ocho, now we can run it or we can throw it. If you go back and look, see what they were on third down. As long as they were manageable, they were good. Well, Kansas City was only 4-10. But they knew, even Dan Campbell knew. Normally at home, when they're clicking, you got to get to 30. You can't beat this team. You can't beat this team in Arrowhead if they're playing good football and you don't get to at least 30.
Yeah.
Or you need to take the ball away. You need to get a scoop and score, strip sack. You need to get a tip, a carom, or something. But if they play a clean game and they're on top of their game, you're going to have to meet fire with fire. And you saw early on both teams going for it on fourth down because they knew kicking field goals weren't going to win them the game.
Absolutely not.
Look, started Monday, they threw the ball early. Short stuff, get the ball out of Mahomes' hand. Let's try to slow this rush down. And now we can get back to running. And I thought they did a good job. I thought Andy did an unbelievable job of play calling tonight, getting the ball out of Mahomes quick. And if you notice something, Ocho, and we've seen this, the transformation over the last 3 years. Mahomes boy ain't sitting back there pitch patting the ball. He'll take off running now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The only thing I would say, Mahomes boy, sometimes you got to know when the journey over. Okay, now you keep dropping that shoulder on people. Now I'm telling you that people, hey, People they're gonna drop anchor on you now.
Somebody gonna catch him.
That's what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. And quarterbacks don't do a lot of their shoulder work is banging. They not lifted, so they don't got that meat up there like most guys have. Just be careful. But I like the way they played tonight. They did a great job. I really think the turning point of this ball game, and it wasn't, is that Amon-Ra St. Brown has some of the best hands in football, but on that fourth down, I think that was a turn because they had great rhythm. They had great momentum. And because Ocho, they were gonna get at worst case the field goal.
Field goal, yeah. Absolutely.
Now you get nothing. Now you get nothing out of that.
Right.
And Kansas City get the ball right out of the gate. But Detroit didn't play bad. I mean, when you play in Kansas City and they playing to the level of that they're playing tonight, they're going to be hard to beat now. Yeah, it doesn't matter if they're in Arrowhead or they don't matter if they're coming to your building. That is still Patrick Mahomes.
Right. And obviously what we saw tonight from the Chiefs is what we've seen consistently from the Lions. This is for the Lions consistently, week in and week out. And it just happens to be one of those weeks where you're playing a team. I mean, you're playing the other 31 teams. It's not that many teams that's going to come out there and put 30 on you.
No.
Ain't too many. You got the Chiefs. You got maybe the Packers. You got maybe the Bucks that have the
Lions.
They have the offense to be able to put the kind of points you're putting up where you have to meet fire with fire, where you have to take certain chances in certain situations because field goals is not going to get it done because this team can score at will, throughout the majority of the game. So, I mean, when you have games like this, you want to be as perfect as possible. And the team that makes the fewest mistakes, whether it be drops, whether it be interceptions, whether it be turnovers, whatever it may be, the team that makes the fewest mistakes normally comes out on top, and that's what we saw tonight.
I like that. I mean, there weren't a whole lot of penalties. The Chiefs had no penalties. The Lions only had 4 for 38 yards. Yeah. So this was a fairly clean game. The refs let them play, which we like to see, Ocho. We like when refs let them play. But we got to stop this notion every time the Chiefs win, it's the refs. You don't win that many games. Ain't no way. You can get Travis Kelce's mom. You can get his dad. You can get Taylor Swift. You can get a lot of people. Ain't no way you winning just because of the officials. And I get it. It happens all the time. They used to say the same thing with the Patriots. Used to say this. And that's what happens when you win a lot. People have to have a reason. Well, why they win it instead of they got good players. They got a good system. They got a good scheme. They got great coaching. We have to have a reason why instead of just looking at the product and looking at the players. See, what has happened over the last years is that people they're catching up to Patrick Mahomes. Well, you're measuring Patrick against his worst. You're measuring everybody else at their best, but you're measuring him at his worst. So you telling me if Patrick Mahomes plays his best and every other quarterback plays their best, you take that quarterback over Mahomes, boy? Absolutely not. No. If every quarterback, all 32 quarterbacks, and everybody's healthy, if they play their absolute best, and Patrick Mahomes plays his absolute best, you're not taking another quarterback that's currently playing in the NFL over Patrick Mahomes. That's how good he's been. I mean, think about it. He's been in the starter for 8 years, and he doesn't know what it's like not to be in an AFC championship game. Right. Absolutely. In 5 of those years, he's been in the Super Bowl. So when you look at it like that, and I get it, Ocho, we get tired. Man, how many times, Ocho, have you heard, let somebody else win? How many times you heard that, Ocho? I'm tired of it with let somebody else win. It don't work like that. When I put that kind of time in, you're going to have to beat me. Because I'm just not going to stop winning. Even when you were a kid, Ocho, I ain't finna let you win. No, you got to beat me. I'm not going to let you win. I don't think there's anything wrong with the Lions. I really don't. I think their offense is really good. They missed a few opportunities, had a couple of drops, but I thought they did really well. They didn't get. I think they only gave up 1 sack tonight. They were not as clean as they normally are. 0 for 2 on fourth down. That's not the Lions. The Lions are normally 3 or 4 on fourth downs. Yeah. Because they're going to go for it. They're going to put pressure on you. Yeah. When you play the Lions, you got to score points. Yeah. Because every possession that they have is really 4 downs. And you don't know. Now, you like to think damn, okay, 4 down. But they might fake punch it, fake punt it. And you see the play they call, but see, what they didn't realize is that the quarterback starts up at the center. He has to go get reset. Yeah, reset. So he has to come to a complete stop.
You know, I was confused on that call as well because most of the time I'm thinking, well, wait a minute. Now I see the Dolphins, the other teams do the same thing all the time. Tyreek could come in motion and he never comes to a complete stop. The ball just snaps. But
But
I
he
didn't
didn't start on the center.
exactly see. I never knew that. I didn't know. I didn't know that little pickle right there. So
Hmm.
that
It's a
was
lot. It's a lot of little nuances. It's
yeah.
just like if two people are moving at the same time.
Mhm.
Once you're gonna have to, both guys are gonna have to come to a complete stop, or you're gonna have two guys in motion, and that's what
Right.
they got. Illegal. You got
Mhm.
illegal motion. But I think, look, this was a great game tonight. Obviously, I would like to see it a little closer. I was hoping Detroit could score, maybe
Yeah.
get an onside kick, make
Mhm.
it really, really interesting. But
Yeah.
give Kansas City, when they needed to bow their backs, they bowed their backs, and
Mhm.
that's what you want from a great team. When it's all said and done, Kansas City's going to be there in the end. Ocho,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, you
they
know,
get Rasheed Rice back this week. Ocho,
yeah, because he sure is coming. He sure is coming back. And the funny thing about it is not only is he coming back, but as well as they played so far without him, each week they've gotten better and better. And like I said, it's by committee. You don't know which receiver is going to have his day. I don't like the fact that Tyquan Thornton has
yeah,
been such a intricate part of
and,
the offense
and he
all
was
these
nothing
weeks. And
today.
all of a sudden tonight, you know, they the package of whatever plays they might have had for him, it just wasn't the same. I hate when they play
I
that
hate
game.
that too because he's
I
played
hate
so well and he's gaining confidence. And the last thing
yeah,
I want to do is to do something to suppress his confidence
yeah,
because he's looking around like, what did I do this week? I mean, why was I
yeah.
not? Because he scored a touchdown damn near every week he's played, Ocho.
Yeah.
And he's
Absolutely.
played extremely well. Big catch after big catch, big play after big play.
Mhm.
So it's very, very unfortunate. Hopefully, excuse me, they get into a situation where they get him where he can come back around and make plays for him again. Ocho, the game
Yeah.
that you witnessed,
Yeah.
I told you